Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh semuanya, sahabat Uhud Tour, apa kabarnya? Dan sekarang ini saya berada di Masjid Nabawi, Masjid Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Dan ini sangat unik ya, karena Uhud Tour ini sekarang ada jamaah yang bukan warga negara Indonesia. Nah, mungkin ini pertama kalinya juga Uhud Tour membawa umroh jamaah WNA. Dan beliau ini, Masya Allah, beliau juga mualaf. Dan sebentar lagi saya akan tanya jawab dengan beliau atau mengkulik-kulik ceritanya kok bisa jadi mualaf gitu loh. Dan ini sekarang saya bersama, what's your name?
My name is David.
David.
Or Daud.
Daud. Okay. Jadi kalau David itu in English, David.
David, yes.
Kalau bahasa Arab, Daud. Nah sekarang udah berubah namanya nih, jadi Daud. Sebenarnya sama aja. Okay, Mr. David. Can you tell me about your background before you enter into Islam? Where will you live before in
Sure.
Indonesia?
So, well, we're here now in Medina,
In Madinah.
but I come a very long ways to get here.
Wow.
I was born American, right in Hollywood, California.
Oh.
I spent most of my childhood in that area.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I had a very, very traditional American upbringing. My parents were both Catholic, but so that made me Catholic. But I never really
Practiced.
I never thought much about religion after I was, a child. Went into my life and into my career, and religion never had much
So,
of a part
what
at
was
all.
your view about religion? Like,
Well, it was interesting because the United States is a melting pot.
Yeah.
Many, many different cultures, many, many different people. I grew up around Catholics, Lutherans, Protestants, Mormons, Jews, but very, very few Muslim. It's just not a large population at
It's
the time
minority.
in the United States. So,
what year was that? No. I
so
mean, it's
1960s, 1970s.
I mean, it's different from now, right? Now
Now much more
right?
awareness of the world because there's the internet and there's
Yeah.
24-hour news everywhere you go.
Yeah.
So there's much more awareness of different religions and different cultures, but there is still not good understanding of
Okay.
different cultures and different religions. In Western Europe, in many places, in the United States, in many places, people still see their circle.
Oh,
Even here when we were in Indonesia,
Indonesia.
Indonesians tend to stay in Indonesia. And you will grow up, live your life, get married, have your children, and die all
In
within a very
Indonesia.
short area.
Yeah,
There's a lot of that still in the United States, still to this day.
until this day.
If you grow up in Ohio in a small farm land, maybe you stay there your whole life. But so you ask, what we thought about Islam, Muslim religion. Didn't think about it.
How about the Catholic? You never thought about?
Well, I knew Catholic because my grandma. So my grandmother was 100% Italian,
Italian.
Roman Catholic from
Oh.
Sicily. And that made my mother half Italian. And we had a very, very Catholic upbringing. But when you're a child and you have religion around you, you don't think about it. It's just how it is. So we went to church every Sunday. I went to Sunday school until we got into public school. And then as I got older, religion kind of faded away. Different people in my family, some are religious, some are not. It's just a personal thing.
So it's up to you. You want to
Whatever
practice
you
your
wanna do.
religion or
Yeah.
not? Until what age was that? Like, you seems like, okay, I need like some religion to protect
I
me, or
never
what?
got to that age until recently. And most people, some people go through a catharsis. They go through a change. And at some point in their life, they feel that they must have a religion. Or they feel like they're attracted to a group of people who are very religious. But for me, I came to Asia about 12 years ago.
12 years.
But it was for work. And I went through Korea, Singapore, Philippines, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and Indonesia. Each one of those countries is different.
Different.
Buddhist,
Yeah.
Hindu, Catholic, Muslim. Each one's different. But I came into Indonesia 5 years ago
5 years ago.
for work.
For work.
I'm in the television and movie business. I've been in that business in some way or another most of my professional career. And so I came to Indonesia for business. I stayed because I found and married my beautiful Indonesian wife. Of course, she's also Muslim. I converted to be part of her life. And that was 3 years ago.
And that was before you get married, yeah?
Yeah, I converted just before we got married, so that we could be married, and so that I could be part of her life and share things. But even for the last few years, I certainly respect and accept her religious practices and her family, but I still did not practice.
So you converted because you want to get married, right?
Yeah, but I also wanted
first.
to be part of this. I mean, Indonesia is all centered around family and friends and your life, real life.
Yeah.
My entire life has been around career and advancement and money and fame. And when you get to my point in life that I've proven all I can almost, done all I could achieve. I've built companies, built industries. And
You've reached your goals.
Yeah,
almost all your goals.
Still feel like now what next? It's interesting because this opportunity to go on the Umroh Tour with Uhud came at a very unique time for our lives. You say, I've already reached all my goals. I want one more shot at a business opportunity, and something was offered to me, and I said, wow, all my life I've been building to this, and I think I must take it. But it involves a drastic change in our life. We have to move out of Indonesia, which for me, not so hard.
Yeah.
I moved my entire life. Yeah. I've been counted once, I've been in 93 countries.
Oh.
My work has taken me around the world. I've seen so much, so many different cultures and people, and traditions. For my dear wife, this is her first time to move outside of Indonesia. Of course, she's seen other countries as well. But so it's a big, big change for us. And I said, okay, we're going to make this change. I'm quitting my old job, a very big job here in Indonesia, big responsibility. And then next month, we start a new job. New job, new country, new life.
Not in Indonesia anymore.
Not in Indonesia. And all of a sudden, there's this space between old life, new life. And we started talking about Umrah. Honestly, 2 months ago, I've never heard the word Umrah.
So
she
said it
I did
first.
not know what it was.
She said it first about Umrah.
She wants to go.
Her first time also?
Her sister went.
Her first time also?
2 years ago, 3 years ago. This is her first time to go on Umrah. So what's Umrah? Well, it's where you go and it's very spiritual. You explore, you learn. I said, well, maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the time for me to find out what Islam is, and to maybe ask for guidance. Are we to follow the right path, to make the right decisions? Okay, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Let's go. And we had the resources, we had the time, and now we had the desire. So let's go.
So what makes you choose Uhud Tour?
So she chose.
She chose.
My wife chose, but I had certain requirements. You know, I've traveled so much in my lifetime. I want nice travel. I don't want to like sleep in a tent.
Yeah. No.
I have long legs.
Yeah.
I like big seat on an airplane. And I think Uhud Tour also had the opportunity to choose to add the trip to Jerusalem, to Palestine. So we said, let's do that. And we took the Umrah plus Aqsa tour. Also, I could never have done this any other time in our lives. This is a 21-day trip.
Yeah.
I've never taken a 21-day vacation in my life. I've taken business trips where you put vacation in the middle.
Yeah.
But this is dedicated to this tour, and Uhud Tour seemed to have a very well organized, prepared, managed tour that fit with what we wanted.
MashaAllah. So what was your impression when when you see all the Muslims in Mecca and now in Medina? It's different races.
So in Indonesia, all Muslim.
Yeah,
right?
but it's all Indonesian. No?
All Indonesian.
Here, many races.
And then I get here, it's really strange because everyone is so different, but they're also all the same. You understand? All the same because all Muslim. And I believe that perhaps, let's say 90% have been Muslim since birth. They know nothing else but this religion. Yes, they are different countries, different races, different backgrounds. There are people here from Eastern Europe, from Middle East, everywhere in Middle East, from all across Africa. And until today, I only saw one other Westerner. Probably not American. Maybe the only American. We saw 20 million people in Mecca. Over 2 million people just in the mosque. And I'm looking, there's no one like me. And it's a really interesting perspective because maybe I have an advantage. If you have grown up since birth, and there are people here very, very young, very, very old, their entire lives, they've never had to ask the same questions I do. They never look at this and say, wow, that's different. Never, like for me, never walk into a building and have to take my shoes off. Very simple things, right? It's not just the crowds, which are very unique, but the questions about why do you do this? Why do you sit that way? Why this and not this? Why this and not this? They never asked the question. When they were 3 years old, they learned.
It's in their family.
Yeah, it's in their blood. And even though I have seen many religions, in fact, it's interesting, most of the people around me in my high school years, I was in the northern part of Los Angeles, and I'm in the TV and movie business, so many of my friends are the Jewish faith. And so I've been to Jewish gatherings. I understand their customs. But even then, that's strange. Why do you eat matzo balls, or why do you go home early on Saturdays? Wear that
cap.
Different kind of cap. And you just accept it. And so I can accept everything here, but unlike 90% of the people, I've never had, I get to ask questions about it. And everyone around us has never asked those questions.
I think it's okay if you ask questions, right?
Oh, it is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's one of the reasons I thought it was important that I speak with you and we talk here, because I know that most Americans, most Westerners, most Boules have never seen this.
Yeah.
This is a world I have never seen. Even though I am in the business of television and movies, I've never seen a single TV show. I've never seen a single movie that shows me this. And I can say the same for 90% of Americans.
Yes, that's true.
And it's such an honor and a privilege to now see it through these eyes. And it's a different view than I had before.
So what was your, like, when you see Muslim pray, salat,
Yeah.
or when you hear the azan, what was your first impression? Like here, everybody face the Qibla?
Yeah. So doesn't seem unusual. And yes, you learn this and this and this and how to do it and where to face and doing the wudu beforehand. But it's not so different than other religions. They just have different process. This is the Islam process. For as a child being Catholic, yeah, you have to wear nice clothes. You go to the church. You kneel. You stand. You sit. You kneel. You stand. You repeat. The priest. When I started, the masses in Catholicism were still in Latin. So I never understood a thing they said. Here I am. I don't understand what they're saying. It's all in Arabic. But it's not that unusual.
So going back, so what is your hope for all the Western people that maybe have not known about Islam?
So I think, like anything else, I would hope that my friends, my family, and people that I come across have open eyes. Whether that's about religion or politics, world dynamics, conflicts, mathematics. Have open eyes and don't look at life like this just because that's all you know. It makes for a very boring and confusing life. With all the travel I've done to all these different countries, and I go back and I see people I know who've never left their neighborhood. It's such a shame. Such a shame. They don't see. And so you hear about, American travelers who are rude, who expect, they go to Paris and expect, why don't they speak English? It's because their entire life they never met anyone else who didn't speak English. But at least I've had the opportunity and the blessing to be able to be in so many different countries that you just accept.
And you see many different things.
One. I'm the strange one, not them. I think the first reason I came to Indonesia was for scuba diving.
Scuba diving.
It's beautiful.
Where?
I went to Manado. Yeah, someone had told me once, Manado is where I want to go. It's my lifetime dream. And I was living in Singapore. I said, well, it's just there. I'm going.
It's near.
And Manado and Bulan are my favorite spots to go. But there's a good analogy. The first time I went diving, it was in Hawaii. Did ocean diving, and I go down, and you're breathing underwater, and you think that here I am, a human being, and I'm the king of the world.
You're free.
And oh my, you learn really quickly that you are the stranger. That underwater, the creatures, the manta rays, the fish, the eels, the sharks, this is their house, and I'm a visitor. It's the same if you go to Spain, France, Philippines, Indonesia. I'm the visitor. I have to adjust to them.
That's right. MashaAllah. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. David. I think that's the question that I can ask from you. Maybe later we can talk.
Very good. Happy to do it. I'm
Mashallah.
really glad for this opportunity. I've already, with my friends overseas, I send them. People have mixed views of what's really going on in the Middle East, or especially in Jerusalem. Wow, that was a shock to me to see. So I've had many friends. My sister, my brother-in-law, my mother, my stepfather have all traveled to Jerusalem, but they saw it from the opposite side. We came in as Palestinians.
Yeah, you went in right there.
Wow, for an American, that's unheard of. That we come in to Jordan and travel across the bridge, and we're in the West Bank, and we go into Jerusalem as Palestinians and Muslims, and it's such an eye-opening, different perspective than thinking about it from overseas. And I don't know if Americans have a positive or negative view, whether they like Israelis or they like Palestinians. That's not the point. It's that we don't really know.
Yeah.
You don't see it. All you see is what you read in the news. And sometimes the news says this is good. Sometimes the news says this is good. But to see sort of the terrible lives that so many in Palestine have to live, the poverty, the oppression, the fear. I felt it. I come in as a Muslim into Aqsa and have to go through these heavily armed guards, serious weapons, angry attitudes, and wow, I'm just here to see. I just want to pray. And I have to say, this is important. The first time I ever prayed was in the Aqsa Mosque.
Was in the Aqsa. After 3 years of becoming Muslim.
Yeah.
Right? Mashallah.
First time I prayed was in Aqsa Mosque.
How did you feel about
Wow, this is like trial by fire. It's what I call immersion therapy. I've been this way most of my life. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. No halfway.
that? You need to break it, right?
Just dive in. Yeah, like diving.
Yeah.
If I want to go see sharks, I'm going into 100 sharks. And here, if I want to learn the Muslim religion, I want to learn Islam, okay, let's go to the most holy places in the religion. Let's go to Aqsa, Mecca. Not just go and visit Mecca. Let's do Umrah in Mecca. Let's go to Medina and hear at Prophet Muhammad's home. Not the mosque down the street,
Yeah.
but let's go 100%, 200% to see it from that perspective. And it's a complete, all-encompassing, absorbing experience here. Unbelievable, not just with Uhud Tour, but these three of the most holiest places during Ramadan, probably the most visited time ever in history, right? Yeah.
Besides Haji.
I think I hear there are probably more people here for Ramadan than there will be for the Hajj. Yeah. Already have piece by piece. I don't want to scare them and give them everything all at once, but we've talked, like my sister, and tell her what's happening.
Are they in America? Are they all
In America, yeah. My niece, my little niece, she's small, but the toughest girl you'll ever meet. She's a Marine. She served 2 tours in Iraq during the...
How old is she? How old?
30-something. And I know she has not seen the world from this viewpoint. My friends that I've grown up with, college friends that I've known most of my life, so I'm telling them piece by piece. And maybe I send them this video too. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Mr.
so much
David.
too.
So,
Yeah.
Jadi begitu teman-teman Uhud Tour, alhamdulillah kita udah berbincang-bincang santai juga sama Mr. David. Dan Masya Allah ini banyak sekali cerita dari beliau, dan ternyata beliau ini pertama kali sholat di Masjidil Aqsa setelah 3 tahun menjadi muslim. Tapi ya itu namanya juga belajar ya. Jadi kita belajar juga bertahap. Jangankan beliau, kita aja yang udah lama jadi Islam juga, seorang muslim juga masih banyak harus belajar. Masya Allah. Insya Allah kita ketemu lagi di pertemuan berikutnya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.